Episode 3776, Embrace the Beautiful Mess.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. It's Friday. I just want to scream. Do you ever have that feeling that you're like, I just got to let it all hang out? Well, today it's Confessions of an Upset Mama, and we're going to let it all hang out because you know what? We got to learn how to embrace the beautiful mess. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and to sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, where you know what? It's an inspiring community written just for you, where we gather together. And I think sometimes we can get kind of crazy in our own heads. Seriously. We need to be grounded by other people, and being in community is important. So we have a brand new K.I.S.S. It's called K.I.S.S. It's an online community. It's opening up here. We were hoping it'd be open up a little bit earlier, so I really hope we'll be well open by Labor Day. I'm going to say it that way. I'd like to say August, but I got to be realistic. And then, of course, there's AIM, which is going to be our membership group, which allows us to go deeper, be able to work with me and have trainings and all of that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I really look forward and hope you do too, and that you'll join us there. More information to come on that. But seriously, we live kind of in a crazy world, right? Our heads are spinning. As moms, we're going 20 different directions. Just yesterday, I was like, oh my goodness, what has not happened today? Seriously, it was that kind of a day. It was a roller coaster of emotions. It was a roller coaster of ups and downs and all arounds for the family. And I would get off the phone for one thing, handle something for the next, and go off it was just back and forth, and then just doing the daily work of being home. And then on top of that, here in the podcast, right? And showing up for you and writing more and working on the book and working on the brand new website that, yes, hopefully, just like the other stuff, will be out no later. Hopefully we'll kick it off no later than Labor Day weekend. I'm working on it. But you know what? Yeah, life happens. And we all know that. And I think it's important for us to recognize it. We can't stay in it, but we have to own it. And so, you know, I am very diligent about wanting to come on here every single day. Why? Because honestly, we need each other. We need to. And that's why we're going to open up the free community. And we're also going to have then the membership group, and we're going to have other opportunities. We're going to have a live event too. Oh yes, I'm so excited. But come on, moms, dads, we need community. We need connection, because parenting is a beautiful mess. It is. It's raw, chaotic, exhausting. And at the same time, it's the most rewarding and risky thing you'll ever do. If you've ever gambled, and honestly, I can say, I think maybe I've spent $5 in my lifetime on gambling. Seriously. And it was all slots because I could not do anything else. I will say this, that when I was littler, my grandmother on my dad's side lived in Las Vegas. And so when we would go to visit her, we got to walk through the casinos. But that was back in the day that kids were not allowed. Now they walk through and they're watching, but it's not like, don't even touch, don't even go near. Because if a child went near, I'm telling you, it was like security guards, woof, so fast, all the way around you. So my mom and dad would say, now kids, keep your hands in your pockets. Look, don't touch, or you're going to get in trouble. And it's not by us this time. And we can't save you if something happens. And so we'd walk through, because back in those days, they had $3.99 buffets. I kid you not. The evening buffets were like $5.99. Yes, not $599, $5.99. If you're old enough to be like me and you were, back then, yeah, you'll remember. And they were fabulous, but you had to go to the casinos to get them. And so when we go visit, that was our one night out that is like, yes, we're going to go do this as a family. And we got to eat anything and everything. And it was magnificent. But when you think about parenting, right, it is the most rewarding. Man, when you win it all, the blessings, But then it's like gambling and you could lose it all. It's very risky. What you say, your actions, how you feel, your emotions that you share. If you feel like your life as a parent isn't what it quote unquote should be, you're not alone. Embrace the beautiful mess, because this mess is exactly where the magic happens. We forget that magic occurs in the mess. The challenge is not to escape it, but to live fully inside it without losing yourself. You know what I'm saying, right? The mind. You can't lose yourself. Have you ever thought about the home itself? And isn't it a mess? And then you're like, well, wait, no. Maybe the home itself is a mess, and so am I. So am I. If you haven't thought that, you're lying to yourself. Because you probably think that at least once a week. Let's be honest. We don't have everything put together at the home, right? We're coming and going. Doesn't matter what ages your kids are. It doesn't matter if you're an empty nester, because my mom, I love her to death, but she's like, oh my goodness, I have so much to clean up. And I just joke with her and I'm like, what do you have to clean up? There's just you in the house. How could there be anything more challenging than that? It's you. It's your mess. She goes, oh, I know. And I am so messy. Well, I don't think that necessarily if we're living by ourselves or maybe with one other person, the home isn't always a mess, but it is in a different way, right? It depends on how you see things. Raising kids is not for the faint of heart. It takes a lot of work, prayers, patience, and more prayers. But when you have glimpses of the blessings in the mess, you wouldn't change a thing. Right? Why do you think people get addicted to gambling, right? There's a risk there, but there's also a reward. And by the way, I am not condoning gambling. I'm just using it as an example, okay? Put my stamp there. I'm just saying. Remember, rainbows come after a storm. And I think sometimes we forget that. And we just think it always should be beautiful. No, it's not always about the beauty, but it's about the beauty in the mess. Rainbows come after the storm. That is your KISS to Keep It Simple strategy. So how do you keep your sanity? If you're looking for that rainbow, but you're really in the middle of the storm, and that chaos is hitting you and threatened to swallow you whole, that tornado is wrapping you up, throwing you and tossing and turning you, and you're like, whoa, what? You're having a Wizard of Oz moment. You're Dorothy there in the sky watching everything fly by. Here are the hard truths we all need to hold on to when we're looking for the rainbows after the storm. Number 1, set boundaries without guilt. You're not a superhero. Your well-being isn't optional. It's essential. Saying no or carving out time for yourself is not selfish. It's strategic self-care. When you're drained, you're less patient, you're less present, and really less effective. Nobody benefits from a burned out parent yelling over tantrums or stacking demands. It's like, come on already. Why aren't you in the car? We're not going to be 20 minutes late. Really? So you're going to be 20 minutes late. Depending upon what that's for, does it really matter? Maybe it does. Well, maybe we should have planned differently. Use it as a teaching moment. You getting all uptight is getting everybody else uptight. Or my blood pressure's raising just thinking about it. Why? Because I live those moments. Our kids, we'd get them up and get them ready for church. And I was always doing stuff in the church. And so I'd have to get there early. And so, yeah, if you go to church, you know these mornings. And if you go to church at night, it's the same thing. Because we would go on Sundays. And then we also went to churches on Saturday nights, you know, depending upon where we were living, etc. And earlier in our marriage, it was Sunday services. And oh my goodness, I think in 3 churches, I was the worship leader or a part of the worship, you know, collection up there. Oh, maybe it was 4. Anyway, regardless, doesn't matter. And so I had to get there a little bit earlier. Like I couldn't be late. You know, I got to be able to sing the opening song or play something, whatever it is. And so it was pretty tense in the morning. Come on, guys, aren't you ready? Get in the car now. I've told you 5